good morning. It occurs to me I didn't move my microphone over here, so now maybe you can hear me. Hi, how's it going? Hey, it's me, it's Eric. Amy is on a plane. I'll tell you why in just a minute. She's on her way back, but because she's on a plane, once again, you get me. I know, not nearly as much fun, but we got good stuff to talk about today. We've got hopefully your questions and comments, and we'll do a little trivia poll. We'll do another giveaway. The people that have already won the giveaways are like, yeah, but where's my stuff? But that's coming this week. I'm going to the post office today. Good morning, everybody. I see Jim. Hi. So, good morning, Amy and Eric from a slightly chilly kind of beach shoveling snow. You know, Jim, that is the subject. I want to get right to it. Let's do a weather alert. This is the alert. It's paradise. It's fantastic. It's whenever we talk to people about moving to Florida, and special thanks to our friends at WFTV for this next 4-day forecast. Look at that, 72, 73, 78, 82, and sunny. That is what is known as perfect weather. That for me is, we are locked in this week to just the most beautiful weather. And we tell people when they move here or when they're considering moving here, you kind of got to get your groove on through July, September, August, those, not in that order, but July, August, September can be brutal. It really can be hot. The rest of the time, it is glorious weather. Unbelievable. And we're here now. So it's absolutely just paradise here. This is why you move. And if you're looking, if you're watching Coffee Time or you see us from up north anywhere, it's sort of we sort of live the opposite way. So Jim mentioned, Jim comes from up in New York, and the way that we live here is in the summertime, in the heat of the year, we're inside. Whereas, let's say if you live in Buffalo, New York, you're inside in the winter because there's 80 feet of snow on the ground and you stay inside. So it's the same thing here. It's just we're flipped, and we're staying inside because of the heat. You don't have to stay inside. But then the rest of the time we're out. Sidewalks everywhere. Everything is beautiful. Everything is amazing. Just amazing. So I know a lot of folks are having good weather across the country, but I'm super, super, super excited about everything. So, hey, Matthew Juliana, how's it going? Saw Matthew over at, where did I see you, Matthew? Over at Publix, I guess, the other day. Matthew in his new home over in Silverleaf at Hamlin is so exciting for everybody. Oh, and yeah, that's right, Jim. Jim's like, I'm from Massachusetts. Yeah, you're right. Of course you know, and I don't know. I just remember a picture of Jim in the snow he sent to us while his house was being built. Took a while to build the house, let's be honest. And I just remember that for me is the iconic picture of why you should move here. So if you're watching us from outside this area, I don't know why you're not here. If you'd have asked me a few weeks ago, I could have told you why you weren't here, because it was hot as blazes. Sometimes it's 95 degrees with 1,000% humidity, and you're like, why am I here? A lot of folks saying good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Diz Dev, how you doing? Lisa, big teaser. Yeah, not that big a teaser, Lisa. I'll tell you why she's on a plane. It's the same reason why I look like I haven't slept in 3 days, and it's why I look like I haven't slept in 3 days. I haven't slept in 3 days. I slept pretty well last night, but oh goodness. Hey Sharon, how's it going? Hope everything's going good around the corner. Thank you very much, Sydney. Hey, and by the way, so let me get that thing off of there. There we go. I'm gonna put up this thing here. Just a reminder to put Q if you have questions about real estate or life or anything. Put them in the thing. It helps me if you ask questions, because I'm smart and I know things too. I know Amy's not here. Amy is the expert on all things real estate in our life. And it's funny to say it that way, that she's the expert. She is the expert in real estate. but I know a couple things. I also, though, said she's the expert in our life, and that's true, too, because half the time I'm going, what's going on today? And today we got a lot of stuff going on, and this week we got a lot of stuff going on. So she'll be back. We'll talk to you about all that stuff. But if you have questions, go ahead and ask them with a Q in front of your name. And then Quentin, you're going to show up when we do the Q search because your name starts with Q. And John, hey, hang on, wait, let me get this ticker off of there. Nope, not that one. I wanted that one. I don't want that one. John, so you're moving to Mineola in 3 weeks. Can't wait. I'm telling you, we can't wait for you because, again, the weather is going to be phenomenal. Mineola is beautiful. Everything is good. Everything is wonderful. And speaking of all that, let's just get to it. Hey, Julia, how are you? Let's get to it. Let's get to what's brewing. What do you say? So what is brewing? There it is. There's what it is. So Run, Forrest, Run. We're going to start right off with that. That is why Amy is on a plane. So our oldest son, his name is Forrest. Probably on the chat this morning. Are you with us, Forrest? I think he is. He may be helping get his mom to the airport. But Forrest is a runner, and we did not name him Forrest. We named him after his great-grandfather, who was known as Forrest. And but then right around the time that he was born, the movie Forrest Gump came out. Hey, Forrest is here. I am here. There he is. I'm here. Hey, Forrest. Love you, buddy. So we named him Forrest, and then the movie Forrest Gump came out right in the same time, and it's a family name, it's a thing. But as it turns out, Forrest is a runner. He finished, I think, 13th in the Walt Disney World Marathon last year. He is running the New York Marathon in a couple weeks. He's running the Disney Marathon again coming up, and then he qualified for the Boston Marathon, we shared with you a couple weeks ago. He's solid. He's just a good dude. And but he did something. The word that was coming to mind was weird. Let me tell you something weird my son did. Weird, but fantastic and amazing. So he ran an ultra marathon this past weekend. So it's called Andy's Backyard Ultra Marathon up in Earlysville, Virginia. And so this is the way that, and these are just some pictures. There he is at our campsite. And then there's his Team Triangle. A backyard ultra marathon works like this. So you start at the top of every hour at 7 a.m. You run a 4.16 mile course. Forrest, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure 4.16 miles. Because 4.16 miles, if you run it every hour for 24 hours, you run 100 miles. Why would you do that? But so Forrest was going to attempt to do that. And you run, and then you have to be back in the corral, ready to run at the top of the hour for the next one. And you run every single hour until you can't run anymore. And then you bang a gong, and you're out. So nobody finishes the race except for the person that wins. And I think there were 67 people that have some sort of little something screw loose here that decided, hey, let's run as far as we can run over 24 hours. So but you also need a crew when you're there. So I was Forrest's crew, honored to be his crew for Andy's Backyard Ultra Marathon. And the crew's job is when they come in, at first it's easy because he's a good runner. He knows what he's doing. So he comes in and you try to run about 50 minutes per lap. So you have 10 minutes to go to the tent, change your shoes if you need to, do whatever. And so my job was to change his shoes, socks, whatever. And we tried to keep it on a routine because we thought once we got 10, 12, 14 hours in, neither one of us was going to be functioning very well. And we slept at the campground the night before and exhausted. I mean, we didn't sleep very well at all. So we're trying to stay up all night and everything. So he goes through the day. Everything's great. It rained all day. A light sprinkling rain. That was tough. He went to, we got to the nighttime hours and we got it, we made it through the rain. We made it through the rain. Thank you, Barry Manilow. and we made it through the rain. And then sometime, Forrest, I forget when it was. It was like in the 8 o'clock hour or something like that. Something like hour 12 or 13. It rained so hard in the dark. It was getting cold. It was brutal. And I'm telling you, every single competitor, like the gongs were going off after that lap. Forrest kept going. So you see on Forrest's shirt right there, Forrest made it 16 hours. So he ran almost 70 miles. You see his award there. He got most improved because he had run 7 the previous year. And that was more of a marathon training. He wanted to run the distance of a marathon as he was training for the Disney World Marathon. This time he wanted to give it a go. And we thought, 13 I fell. I wasn't going to say that. Forrest is 13 I fell. 14. So, yeah, we just started to get a run of bad luck. So in lap 13, and when I say lap 13, what I mean is hour 13. He's been running for 13 hours. There was for whatever reason, a poster of Kramer from Seinfeld there, and right where Kramer was, he hit a root and he fell down. So he came in all muddy on his back and just a little banged up. He was fine. 14, it was when it came down, and then in the dark, they wear a headlamp as they're going through, and his headlamp died in the middle of the race, so he's running in the dark, just a little bit of a glow of light going. So at that point, he was like, I can make 16, but I think that's about it. So he banged the gong, and we got some sleep, which was great. And you say, what does that have to do with Amy? Well, Amy, there's a picture of Amy there watching at the start-finish line. Amy was dog sitting, so Scout is our good boy up there in Richmond. We love Scout, and so Amy was watching Scout, and then we went. She came up to see, came back, and then the way it worked out was I switched my flight to get back here. We were going to have a thing anyway because we got a busy week. So I switched my flight up to get back a little earlier to get ready for coffee time. And then the way the flights work, just Amy, we were going to have her host from Richmond, and then we said, well, let's just have you go and do that. So all that said, Forrest, amazing job, dude. Fantastic. So, so proud of you. And just, I mean, we have 4 kids, and all 4 of them, I always say to them, you're my favorite, but don't tell the other ones that I told you that, because I might tell them that, but I really mean it with you. And it's true, because they're all my favorite. Forrest, I'm so proud of you. And he's such a good dude. He works with us here at Heart and Home Orlando too. And last week he did a bunch of great work for us that resulted in 2 new listings coming up that he really helped set us up to get. He's crushing it as a dude. So I'm very proud of him. But back to brewing. New listings. So I'm going to show you something we showed you last week. Watch this. So last week we showed you that we knew a secret, right? 1-story bonus, former model home, just over $1 million. And we also told you that we had a home in a Coe, 1-story, 4-bedroom, great lot. As you know, if you pay attention to us here, we can't tell you about things until 24 hours before. We can't give you addresses. We can't say, look at this. Look at this. Now we can tell you. So the first home that we were talking about is that beautiful home right there, 15119 Johns Lake Point. Which is in Winter Garden. It's at the north end of Horizon West in Winter Garden proper. So that means it's just up the road from downtown Winter Garden, but also far enough south that it's access to everything else around. It's, really, really, really good location. But look at it. It is just an absolutely gorgeous home. That's the bonus room. There's a balcony right there off the bonus room. No rear neighbor. It backs up somewhat to the amenity center, so there's tennis courts and a pool back there. There is room for a pool in the backyard, but you kind of don't need it because literally within a 30-second walk, you're at the pool that almost nobody uses. So it's almost like a private pool, but you can put a pool in there if you want to. But that house right there, it went on the market this weekend. At $1 million price point, it takes a little time sometimes because there's only so many. It's priced at $1,042,000. It's worth every bit of that. We actually priced it kind of competitively to, as we looked at those numbers. The house next door this is a former model. The house next door is another former model. It's slightly bigger, not that much bigger, and it's listed at $1.6 million. We're significantly below that. They're a little overpriced, obviously, but we're priced just right, and we feel confident that thing is going to move. And on that note, we are sending out this week. One of the things we're doing, one of the reasons I'm back early, is this postcard. So we have an open house October 21st, 11 to 3. Amy and I will both be there. Come by. If you're in town, if you're looking for a house, you should get here early. You should probably schedule a showing this week. Call Amy because this house, when a buyer that's in the market for a one-story with a bonus at this price point sees it in person, they will make an offer. No doubt. It's one of the most beautiful homes we've ever listed. It's one of the most beautiful homes available in Winter Garden. Well, it is the most beautiful home available in Winter Garden right now. It's one of the most beautiful homes in Winter Garden, period. So we are honored to have that listing. We'll talk more about this as we go. I'm trying to get this just perfectly level. There we go. Just really good. And if you live in the Horizon West area, there's 10,000 of these postcards going out. So we expect some folks to come by and see it coming up this week. So that's this coming Saturday. From 11 to 3, come by and see us for that. But the other one is this one, now we're different price point. This is priced just under $450. It's in Ocoee on a big old lot that looks up to. So there's a road. It's not a super busy road in the back, and then behind it is a huge lake and a park and all this stuff. You might be able to see it in some of the pictures. This is secret number 2. That we were telling you about. There's a little glitch in my video there, but that's my fault because it was early this morning. But this house, 2121 Ancient Oak Drive, our partner and friend Yanil did an open house yesterday, so we're looking forward to hearing how that went as we come back. Laura Schwartz, you're watching from the doctor's office. Good morning. Well, hi, Laura. I hope everything's going well. And Jay, yeah, absolutely. So hold on. So Laura says, watching the doctor's office. Good morning. Hope everything's going well. And then Jay, nice house, tennis court nerd that I am. That's for the other house. Yeah, fantastic, beautiful. With the tennis courts there, and the balcony sits over the tennis courts, Jay. So you can sit and watch people play some tennis if you want. It's not pickleball, so it's not loud. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. This one as well, super beautiful. Looking forward to hearing from you, Neil, how the open house went. This one we feel very strongly it's going to move pretty fast because of the price point and where we are. Inventory is so low that this home, beautiful as it is, on a great lot such as it is, in the place it's at the price it is, it's fantastic. So let's go to Lisa. How far is Ocoee from Disney World? So Ocoee, if you, I'm going to have to do the reverse thing with my hands, but so if this is a map, I'm trying to be reversed. So if Disney World is here, right? No, let's put Disney World there. If Disney World is there, so Ocoee is kind of straight north of Disney World almost. And depending on where you are in Ocoee, and specifically that house in Ocoee is probably about 20 minutes from Disney World. It's basically, it's downtown Winter Garden is kind of to the north, and then just slightly to the east is Ocoee. Our good friend Terry Ward, who you might know as Jack Diamond from the people that work out there on Hollywood Boulevard at Disney, or did for many, many, many years. Jack Diamond lives in Ocoee, and he always says, Ocoee is the center of beautiful living. And it really is. It's beautiful, and really, really, Ocoee for me has the best access of anything to everything. So you can get to the more rural areas. You can get, go north and you're in Apopka. Go west and you're in Claremont. Go east and you're in downtown. You're not in downtown. You're not really close to downtown in Ocoee. But go east and you're in downtown. Go south and you go right through Winter Garden and through Horizon West and you're right to Disney World. It is the center of beautiful living, as he says. So thank you for that question, Lisa. That's a good one. And I think you're coming to town soon, so maybe you'll see that one. If it's still around on the market, we'll see. So that is that's that. Let's go to Jane's question. Jane. Could we have a new pup update? Absolutely. Here's the thing. Coming soon. On Monday, you all will meet Daisy Jane, the new puppy. I'm going to pick her up tomorrow. So the breeder is here in Central Florida, about an hour away from here. So at 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to pick her up and bring her back. I'm still not sure this is a great idea. Pretty sure it's not a great idea. But we're kind of a 3-dog family. We have 3-dog nights and 3-dog days here for you old musical references. But Yanil, who ran the open house for us this weekend, as I mentioned, I think last week or the week before, Lucy, our just $1 million dog, Precious, we love her so much. She's not a dog that can live with other dogs. So she's loyal and wonderful and perfect, and she doesn't play well with other dogs. So Yanil, she lives with Yanil now. She's part of Yanil's family, and Yanil and she are soulmates. So I wanted a 3rd dog, and I've always wanted an Aussie, a blue Merle Aussie, and so Daisy Jane is a miniature blue Merle Aussie who will join us tomorrow, and we're very, very excited. We have some big announcements coming up in the coming weeks, so keep coming back to us because it's really good stuff. Jane, I was going to name her Daisy Jane, but I might have named her Jurgen or Mo or any of the Liverpool players. I would never consider naming her Miggy or, candidly, let's be honest, Jane, Newcastle doesn't have that many players whose names I can recall because I'm kidding, by the way. Of course, I know them. Jane, big Newcastle fan. I am a big Liverpool fan, so that's always our thing. Also, Jane, coming soon to your house, we have on our list to send you some Coffee Mate and Twizzlers. Those are coming, so don't forget. Just be looking out for those because maybe it'll be a holiday thing. Jane's over in the UK, and just a dear friend of ours, having met her once, and we'll go from there. So let's go back to what's brewing and talk about 6. So on this card... So this is the front, this is the back. There's 2 things that it says 2 chances to get on the town. So we're sending these out. But Amy is the sponsor, the Playbill sponsor of 6, which is going to be at Horizon High School this weekend. And we have a really unique thing. We mentioned this to you last week, but we have a really unique opportunity in that we know Amy taught Nasia Thomas, who currently plays Anna of Cleves on Broadway. I think they just announced that they're closing in 2 months. So she'll be playing Anna of Cleves till the end of the run in the Broadway musical 6. So go see her if you'd like. But she has graciously accepted our invitation to talk to the students. So we're doing it today at 4 o'clock. We're doing a Zoom call with Nasia from the Broadway cast of 6 with the cast and crew of 6 at Horizon High School. And I'm pretty proud of this. I'm pretty pleased with this, that we have lived a life that is filled with amazing and talented people, and we don't take it for granted ever. But it was one of those things where they're like, they're doing 6. Oh, well, Nasia's in 6. Amy just saw her in the show. And so that is coming up today. I'm going to get Amy from the airport, then we're going to run home real quick so she can change her clothes, then we're going to run over there, do that. But that's part of kind of our sponsorship of it. But if you are in the area, don't forget October 25th, 27th, and 28th at 7, and October 28th at 2, you can go see 6, the teen version, at Horizon High School. So that is the other thing kind of on our calendar today. Got a couple other things on our calendar today that I'm not going to tell you about yet because they're secret. But a lot of really exciting, good, cool stuff happening. And speaking of exciting and cool things that are happening, let's go to Wishes. So this is probably our favorite thing for Coffee Time. And really, Coffee Time is designed to be a conversation between Amy and all of the people that we meet and talk to. It's not really designed to be a thing to sell you real estate. It's not really designed to be a thing to do anything, but just to kind of chat about things. And so Wish is coming true. We called it this because that's the best, absolutely the best part of our job, is just getting to know you all, getting to know our clients and friends, and then getting to share their great news with you. So Bill and Ruth are so precious to us. Bill and Ruth owned a home at one of the former model homes in Del Webb, Orlando, a few years ago, and they said, well, we really would like to live closer to Disney. It's where they wanted to be. And so they bought a home in Waterley, because at the time they were thinking, well, we don't necessarily want 55 plus. We kind of like having kids around. Ruth is a former school teacher. These people are salt of the earth, best people you ever want to meet. They moved to Waterley, and then they said, I think maybe we do want 55 plus. And Del Webb Oasis was finally getting underway and being built. And so they contracted on a house at Del Webb Oasis. Then they said, while that was being built, they said, we've got all these grandkids that we love more than we love Disney. Yes, it is possible to love your family more than Disney. And they do. And they said, we think maybe this community is not the best for us. Maybe we can be closer to family. And there's another community that they found, which was a Del Webb community in a different part of the state. And so proud of Amy and her connections and her work over the years. It's not super normal to be able to say, hey, could we switch contracts and move to a different part of the state? Because the local salespeople are like, well, we don't want to lose that sale. But Amy has a great relationship with the people at Del Webb and Pulte, and talked to the sales manager over there and said, hey, could we shift them over? And they accommodated that, so thank you to them. And Bill and Ruth now have closed on their home in the new community. Stunningly gorgeous home, stunningly beautiful, wonderful people. And so Bill and Ruth, we are so happy for you. Gina Lynette, I'm not sure how often we've shared congratulations to you, but they finally moved into their house, a beautiful home with a pool on conservation. It's an older home, so we had to go through some process to get them into the home. It needed a new roof, so Amy worked it out with the listing agent. Hey, we can't buy the house until you schedule a new roof on the thing, some repairs and things. So that took a little extra time, but they are now moving from Nebraska to here. They're in there. And then Brian and Megan, this one is special to me. Brian and Megan are our neighbors that Brian was moving from. Brian works for the Disney Corporation, was moving from California, and we met them, and it was one of those things where right place, right time, beautiful, wonderful. This family is gorgeous and fantastic. Love them so much. And they happen to be our neighbors because when they moved here, they said, well, we want your house, because they had seen the building of our house on YouTube. And Amy said, well, our house isn't for sale, but we happen to know that there were some folks that had the same floor plan a few doors down that were thinking about maybe that they missed where they came from. So Amy went and knocked on the door and said, hey, can we buy your house? And here's the price. And so it was really, really cool that they worked it out, and Brian and Megan moved in. But here's why they're on wishes. That was a year and a half ago, maybe a little more than that. The reason why this is wishes coming true is because their pool got built finally. So we referred them to Pools by Bradley, who built our pool. Pools by Bradley built them a pool. It took forever, like it did with us. And we told them at the beginning, the plus of Pools by Bradley is they design and build beautiful pools. The negative for us for Pools by Bradley was it takes a long time. Well, everyone kind of takes a long time, especially when you're doing an intricate design. And Brian wanted a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of pool he's got a slide and a waterfall. And I got in yesterday and didn't have time to ask them if it was okay if I showed images of their pool, but maybe I'll get that for you for next week. But their son had his 7th birthday party there the other day. The pool is open and ready, and I just want to tell you that I'm so happy for you that it's done. And that leads me to our next segment, which I have to set up here because I did a thing where maybe on a different thing, and I'm coming back over here so that doesn't go. Let me start this thing up. And we're going to do a little trivia contest. So Brian, hopefully, it's okay that I say this. Brian has a big job at Disney. And every time I see him, I say, can you believe what you get to do? So I won't get into the specific details, but Brian works for Disney, and he has a very important job when it comes to what they call the Big Five. So Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, Pluto. He used to work with the Pixar division, and he had like Buzz Lightyear, and those things were kind of under his purview in a certain aspect of the company. And so his team works now on Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Pluto. Can you believe that I know the guy that has something to do with those things? So what I want to do is I want to go to, let's see, where's my game show thing? Let's see if that comes up. Hopefully it'll come up. So let's do a poll. Sorry, Pluto, I didn't put you on here, and it's not because I don't love you, Pluto. It's because when I was doing this, it wouldn't fit 5 on the thing in a way that looks good. And Pluto, as we know, is everyone's favorite, but I didn't think he's going to finish first in this poll. So if you remember with us, just type into the chat, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald. Who's your favorite of these big 4? I'll give you mine in a minute. But so, and that way I can share with Brian, Now we know who the leader of the club is that's made for you and me. We know who that is, right? We can probably even spell his name together. It's probably in your head now. Minnie, from the outside, man, solid. Goofy, the goof? Come on. Donald. That's why, for me, this is a tough poll. I'm very interested to see what you guys think about whose favorite is who. And as I'm looking at it, Goofy is leading the way at the moment. And I just thought this would be interesting, and it is so far. There's Mickey's making a comeback. There we go. If Mickey doesn't win the poll, I'm going to be a little sad, but at the same time, hey, Ruth and Bill are here. They picked Goofy. Hey, Ruth and Bill, hope you were on to see our wishes for you, because we just love you, and we're so happy for your house being built. We'll give this poll another minute or so, and I'll share with you. I don't want to influence your vote. But here's the thing. I don't know how I'm going to vote. How am I going to vote? Because if I'm just picking, right? I'm picking Goofy. Because Goofy, and really, it's because Goofy has a history for me with just, Goofy's got Max and the whole thing, and I just feel connected to Goofy. But at the same time, I live my life a little bit like Donald. Donald's a little bit like simpatico, right? Minnie, come on, Minnie, the icon. How can you put aside Minnie? And then Mickey, the leader of the club that's made for you and me. Sing it with me. Mickey. What? That's right. MOUC. How are you going to go wrong? So we got 35%, 25%, 25%. I'm going to say, Lisa says Goofy's huge. Donald's crabby, Mickey all the way. I'm going to type in, I'm going to go Goofy, just because that's how I feel. See if that vote's, I don't know if that vote's going to get cast going through the system like that. But anyway, so we got Mickey with 33, and here's what we're getting at. How can you go wrong? How can you lose? They're all the best. So Brian, I'll text Brian later and share with if he doesn't see it. I like the campaign. Diz Deb, I like the campaigning. I like that. You got your choice. You go for it. That's beautiful. I love it. I don't know if you voted one way, if it allows you to change your vote, but there it is. So that's a pretty solid result there for everyone. Donald would be so angry. Donald would be so angry. That makes me laugh, actually. Just the thought that on our little Coffee Time show, if Donald were to see this and know that he finished in 4th place with 13%, ooh, Minnie makes a comeback. It's 30-30. Okay, how good is my daughter at her job? So Allie is, that's our daughter Allie. She is in charge of our social media and things. And she says, like the stream for Pluto. That's called you being really good at your job. So yeah, like the stream. If you want to vote for Pluto, or even just give him an honorary vote, like the stream. I can see on here we have 18 likes at the moment. We have more viewers than that. So I'm hoping that you'll all like the stream and go from there. So good job, everyone. Good, solid result. And we'll go with that 30, 30, 26, and 13. That's a really, really good, good, solid vote. Awesome. So I'm going to touch on a couple more things. Let me see if we've got questions that I have not addressed yet. Okay. Florida Man says Horizon West market update. So we publish the Horizon West market update every week. Let me see if I have. So this is just the ad for it because I didn't get, maybe, there we go. I didn't add any graphics today for the market update, but we do update every Wednesday. So there is at that heartandhomeorlando.com/market. You can go there and see. Really interesting. We've got a listing that I think will be coming up soon. One of the ones that Forrest worked on for us last week in Seidel Village. And the folks didn't know that we referred to this. Now, the video that's flipping over there, that's not the most updated thing. That's the video that I made of the market update flipping. But Seidel Village for a long time, which is the area right by Horizon High School down Seidel Road. The Mark is there. Watermark. A bunch of nice communities down that Seidel Road area. For a while there, they were kind of the leader in the clubhouse of appreciation. Like we're seeing flat or slightly declined in some of the villages of Horizon West. They were seeing still 20% annual gains, which is insane, right? But the folks that are considering listing their house, they didn't know that. So that was a big aha moment for them. And then to give you a secret, maybe a home coming up in Seidel Village pretty soon with a dual master. That's going to be a solid one. So there is your market update, Florida Horizon West man. Well, you kind of are Horizon West man. And hopefully, Florida man, we will be getting your news that your home is moving along soon. I drove by just the other day. It's going to be beautiful. So let's talk about what's, if you have questions and things, feel free. Let me bring that up one more time. Feel free to ask them. But let me give you a couple of things that are coming up in the coming week. So today we've got 6. We're doing the thing with the cast. Tomorrow we are picking up Daisy Jane, the puppy, which is going to be exciting, and you'll meet her next Monday on, well, you know what? I take it back. You're not going to meet her next Monday on Coffee Time, it occurs to me, because she's going to be at the house and we are going to be here. We're going to be if the button works, there we go. We're going to be here at Coffee Time, doing live on location at Landsea Homes. Again, this is on our postcard. So if you live in Horizon West, you're going to get this postcard this week right there. Coffee Time Live is going to be at the Palmer Model at Landsea. So we'll have pictures of the puppy. I just don't think I want to bring the puppy to the model home and have her destroy anything. So we'll see. So the week after that, we'll show you pictures of Daisy Jane next week, but we'll introduce you to her live on the air the week after that. But if you are in town, come and see us. So we're going to be live on location Monday, October 23rd. The way things have been going, it's been insane for me to see that time is going by so quickly that I'm like, oh, that's next Monday, which means I have a lot of work to do this week. And that's kind of where I was going with that, was what's coming up. So we've got Daisy Jane on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got some listing appointments. That doesn't matter a whole lot to you, but as we go through the week, we're going to have, there'll be a video of that home on Ancient Oak. Will premiere this week. We've got some things that you'll see, new videos of the listing that we showed you at Johns Lake Point Boulevard, the one story with bonus. Those will be on Instagram and things, so make sure you follow Amy on Instagram. Hey, wait, I might have that. Wait, let's do it. Let's take this off. Boom. Okay, good. Yeah, they're at Heart and Home Orlando. Is Amy's handle on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Make sure you're following everywhere there. We've got our daughter Elizabeth is in town. She's back from school at the moment. We've got Dawson coming in town because it's fall break at JMU. So, as they say, it's all happening. But mostly, Kim. And then I'll just round it out by saying that open house on Saturday. We'd love to see you there. Again, if you want to buy the house, we would also love that. But we'd love to see you because we're going to be there hanging out. We're going to have some food, and Amy has ordered cookies from a new bakery that's in downtown Winter Garden. So we have those cookies for you on location, and we hope you'll come out and get some stuff and see us. But Kim, I didn't put a graphic up of this again because it just got late and everything. So if you have not been following the news or Facebook or things like that, so the corner of Schofield Road, which if you follow us on YouTube, we call that the bumpity bump. So Schofield Road, which is going to cut across directly to Jim Federico's house in Ridgeview. Not directly, it doesn't drive right there, but providing Jim and Cheryl some great access to Disney. So Route 27 and then Avalon Road, and then that Schofield Road connects. Right at the corner of Schofield and Avalon, they have proposed a surf park. And it is what you think it is. It is a surfing training facility. Nicole Wilson, who is a very good friend of ours, a fellow soccer mom of Amy's, our sons were on soccer teams together. She is the District 1 commissioner. She seems pretty excited about it. And Kim, because your question is, what do you think of it? I don't know. That's going to be a fairly large tourist attraction. It's going to be directly across the street from Orange County National Golf Club. So that's not bad in terms of what we're offering there. I love that it's not apartments. I don't have any problem with apartments at all. But we did run into another former client and dear friend who is a teacher at, she works at, I don't know what her role is, at Water Spring Elementary. And she shared with us they have 29 trailers already at Water Spring Elementary, which just opened. Waterley Elementary is going to be opening next fall, they say. And that's going to take 700 or 800 kids, but they are at like double their capacity right now. So when I say I'm glad it's not apartments, the reason I'm saying that is because when these new apartment complexes open up, she shared with us that, and by the way, hi Shannon, you're at school right now, but hi. She shared with us that when a new apartment complex opens up, they get 300 new students. Okay, so that's minimum 10 classrooms worth of students that they're now over capacity. So I'm really glad it's not apartments. So that's the first thing about how I feel about it. Okay, that's good. Traffic for me, people complain about traffic a lot. I don't have any problem with traffic on Avalon Road right now. The traffic on 429 is fine. We need a couple of stoplights. We need a stoplight right there where that location's going to be. So I guess my feeling about it is mixed until I know more. I think it'd be really, really cool for people because it's going to be a surfer training thing, but it's also going to be a wave pool that you can kind of go. There's going to be a beach and you can kind of hang out. It's a cool little tourist attraction, and we are in Disney's backyard. So I think I'm going to say, and that's my official comment as I think so. I think maybe that'll be cool. Good use of the land that's not more residential. Again, not opposed at all to the residential. But until we get the school thing sorted out, I can do without another apartment complex. It's not for me, it's traffic. It's school capacity that's really causing us any of the heartburn that's there. Let's see. John Hickman. Any update on new Crooked Can Marketplace development coming to Mineola? No, except that it is ongoing. Commercial development has taken longer than I would expect it to take. And a lot of times with things like this, like the Crooked Can, and if you don't know what we're talking about, so Crooked Can, which is a famous brew pub up in downtown Winter Garden, they're opening another location in Mineola, around which will be built another sort of downtown Winter Garden kind of feel. And John, since you're moving here, I know why that's important to you. The thing that happens with this commercial development is always, I want to see stuff get built. I want to see stuff start to go in the ground. So I'll go up there in the next week or two and just see how things stand and maybe give you some video of that. I want to see it coming before I get too excited about it. Same thing with the surf park. Right now that's in permitting, so we'll see. Crooked Can, that's, as far as I know, been all systems go, but I will find out more for you as we go. It just seems like a lot of times things, you expect them to be coming up and then we wait. Even when they get close, so we've got down at Flamingo Crossings, we've got the Lime Mexican Grill restaurant. I talked to the manager of that place and said they were opening second week in September. I'm not sure they're open yet. Skyline Chili is down there at Flamingo Crossings. They've been trying to get open for a while. I'm not sure what the holdup is. I'm not sure Skyline Chili is my super thing, other than I like the Cincinnati Bengals, and they are a sponsor of them, and it's a very Cincinnati, Ohio kind of thing, Skyline Chili. So I don't know why they're not open. So the same thing with Crooked Can. I hesitate on timelines and things until I see it going in, and then once they get the infrastructure built out, then I want to see it open. Floor and Decor, by the way, is open up there. And then the Costco, we got a postcard in the mail. The Costco, we have an opening date, mid-November. The Costco in Claremont. For all of you that are in Claremont, Mineola, all of that, I cannot tell you enough how excited people are about there being a new Costco in Claremont. It's on Route 50 by a lot of the car dealerships, if you know the area. It's where the paragliders used to use as their airport, if that makes sense. For some of you, you'll know what that means. In the cooler months, you would see paragliders come, and there was a big strip of land there, and they would take off and land from that area. Now they can't because Floor and Decor is there, and the Costco is opening. So a lot of good stuff. Man, a lot of good questions. Thanks, guys. Any houses that have all bedrooms like as en-suites, I get what you're going for there. Yes and no. So the basic floor plan of anything in new construction, there aren't any of those. There, Meritage had a home called the Barcelona a while ago. When we were considering moving here in the beginning, we had the 4 kids, and they had a master bedroom and then 4 bedrooms with en-suites. And we were like, this is perfect. Everyone have their own bathroom, the whole thing. There are a lot of plans where it's an option. You can say, turn this into an en-suite, turn this into an en-suite. I would say, I like floor plans with en-suites. I like them, but you've got to have one extra bathroom somewhere, whether it be a powder bath or preferably a full bath that's connected to the rest of the house, because you want to be, friends and family come over. You don't want them having to go into someone's bedroom to do the thing. So most homes have an option to do an en-suite for a lot of the bedrooms, if not all of them. I would say most of them don't have an option for all of them. There are some, and then of course they all. And I understand that's not really your question, because you're thinking do the bedrooms have them. Kim, you're killing me. No, you're not killing me, Kim. I'm killing me. I didn't get there, and I promise. I will get there this week. This is an epic fail on my part, and I'm being completely serious. I'm very upset that I haven't gotten to your lot yet, Kim. We had a little confusion with in the contracts. They had a different lot number for you originally. I think you'll know what that is getting at. And then we moved to a different lot, and then we got the wrong number. I'm also getting frozen up on my thing, so let me if my camera freezes, I'll switch to another camera. So no, I didn't get there, but I promise I will get there this week. I swear it'll be my number one priority after I get the puppy to get out there, because it is an epic fail on my part, and I'm terrible at my job, and I wouldn't blame you if you never spoke to me again until I get that. So I promise I will. I'm sorry. Huge fail. That said, I'm sorry, Kim. Let me move. And by the way, that would sound kind of glib. I really am sincerely sorry about that. That said, it is 9:50, which means I've spoken for longer than I have to. So I'm going to give you one more reminder. Today is, if you filed an extension for your taxes here in the United States, you have got to get your taxes in. You might suspect that I am in that situation, and so I got to send the IRS a ridiculous check, and I got to get the taxes in. And I've been putting it off. Just the taxes are done. I've been putting it off because I don't want to write that check, but I'm going to write that check and send it in, get that done, and we'll go from there. So your job is to, and by the way, we're going to have a poll. We're going to have a giveaway in a moment. Again, Kim, you're not the only one I'm failing. All the folks that have won in our prize giveaway in the past weeks, I bought the boxes at Walmart to ship your stuff to you. I just didn't get to the post office, but I will get to the post office because I got to drop off 10,000 of these postcards, and I'm going to drop off your boxes to mail you your prizes that you won. So we'll do a giveaway in just a second. But don't forget, open house on the 21st. Come see us. We'll be there. We'll do it live, right there. Live open house. Me and Amy will be there. Yanil may be there. We'll be hanging out. And then don't forget to go see Six. Nope, this side. This weekend. If you are in the area, go see Six. Amy is the Playbill sponsor of that, and then Nasia Thomas from the Broadway cast will be speaking to the cast and crew today over at Horizon. You can't come to that unless you're in the cast and crew. But then next Monday, we'll be here live on YouTube from the Landsea model, the Palmer model at Parkview at the Hills in Mineola, and hopefully, if you're in town, come out because we're going to have cookies and we'll chat. We'll do great things. Jane over in the UK, book your flight. All of our friends in Wales and the Philippines and all over the place. Book your flights now. But if you can't be there in person, be there with us. That said, like the stream again, and let's do a prize giveaway. What do you say? So, if you haven't been with us before, as you may remember, I got to sync this with live. There we go. As you may remember before, you do hashtag prize in the comments. And as you put in hashtag prize, then we'll have it draw a winner. And the winner will get this when I eventually mail them, the Welcome Home Amy mug and the alligator coming to you representing the Gator Water. So hashtag prize in the thing, and then we'll go from there. Susan Forgren has entered. Hi, Susan. And then your Mrs. Florida Man has entered. That's good. There's Sydney. So hashtag prize. Again, we'll wait a few minutes for not a few minutes, but we'll wait maybe another minute or so for you to get there. There goes all the entries. You can tell where the stream caught up to everybody. And then we will let it draw a winner. And then we'll get out of here, go pay some taxes, go to a super secret thing that I have to do after that. Then I'll get Amy from the airport. Then I'll go to line up the thing for 6. Then I will figure out where Lisa's lot is, and I will go see it, get some pictures out, and we will go from there. So thank you for all your entries. That's fantastic. I'm going to give you guys just a couple more seconds. We'll go 10 more seconds to enter. And again, I know there is a little bit of a delay, so once that delay happens, if you heard me say 10 more seconds, it may already be too late. So right now, I'll say 10 more seconds again, and then we'll go and we'll draw a winner. Let's see. I gotta go to the giveaway layer, and I gotta draw a winner. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Draw a winner. Here it goes. Maybe here it goes. It's shuffling. It's shuffling. It's very exciting when it shuffles. And our winner is going to be... It takes a long time to shuffle. Any moment. Here it comes. I'm feeling it. Boom. The winner. Sydney! Hey, Sydney won. That's awesome. Sydney is the most wonderful, loyal commenter on all of our stuff. She and Valencio will be moving here someday. We don't know when that day is, but we can't wait to see you down here either for a vacation or to move into your new home when you get down here. But that's awesome that you won. So this will be on your way. And again, I promise I will cease to fail people because I got a little bit of time this week once the week comes up. So Sydney, that is on the way. Congratulations. Let me get this search thing off of here so I can go back to here, see where we are. And with that, my friends and family and loved ones, that is going to do it for us today. Hang on, let me see. Sydney says, oh my God, thanks. That's exciting. Elizabeth did the drum roll for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then, so, a lot of things going on this week. Jane is flying in to meet Dizdeb over at Publix, right? I think that's who's going to be there. We're going to go get a puppy. We're going to go, she's not really coming, but we're gonna get these things in the mail. A lot of things are going to happen. Amy will join you live on Coffee Time next Monday from Land Sea, Parkview at the Hills, the Palmer model, which is gorgeous. You want to see it anyway. So we'll have a lot of stuff for you there. And then, man, it was great to talk to you guys today. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for liking the stream. And again, if you haven't yet, we appreciate it if you did. We appreciate you a whole bunch. So thanks for being here. We will talk to you soon. Just remember, as Amy always says, stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. We sincerely do. And happy house hunting. We'll talk to you soon.